Hi, Simon O'Kelly, Director and Senior Broker here at Finance Living. Ainsley Conhetty, Senior Broker here. This is our second monthly update, so thank you. Welcome back. And Ainsley is going to throw questions at me again. Over to you, Ains.
Great. So we've had 3 months of stable interest rates. What are your feelings in the next, 3 to 6 months on where interest rates are heading?
Yeah, certainly a bit of relief out there is what we're seeing, that with rates, not having gone up since June. So one of the majors is thinking that there'll be another rate rise, but the other three majors don't think there will be in this cycle. I tend to think that we've had enough of the rate rises, so I'm not expecting any more, but no guarantee with that. So I think that's going to give us a little bit more optimism for buyers.
Excellent. We get customers contacting us with a preconception that they can't refinance due to borrowing capacity dropping over the last 12 to 18 months with the interest rate rises. What's your response to that?
Never self-assess is probably my major bit of feedback there. So when people are talking to people, whether at dinner parties, barbecues, etc., they might think, oh, I can't get a loan. All I hear is the doom and gloom about borrowing capacity is dropping. Well, our job is to try to find a solution. We can't always, but we're pretty good at finding one if there is one there. So let us do our work and see if we can help.
And on that note, thinking that they can't refinance, what are banks doing to try and retain and look after their existing customers? Yeah,
it's so varied at the moment. So some banks are looking after their existing customers better and dropping rates for existing customers, but some banks aren't. So if there can be better deals, then we need to find them and move people. So it's changing, and per bank, it's changing from 1 month to the next as well. So a moving feast, but if we can find a better rate, we will.
And people have struggled. There are people out there in the market at the moment who are struggling just with the cost of living, etc., and may have missed 1 or 2 payments on different things. It might be a phone bill, it may be insurance, something along those lines, and think that they won't be able to refinance because that will show up on their credit report. Can they refinance if they've missed a payment?
Yeah, so all lenders look at it differently, but depends how many payments are missed. But there are usually options. But if it makes sense and it's not recent, and sometimes it's fairly minor, so there usually are options. So actually, probably a little bit of don't self-assess too hard again, which some people do because it is our job to find a solution.
And there are still lots of first home buyers out there in the market. So are there still spots available for them with the lenders for the government schemes and whatnot? Yeah,
and that's certainly changed quite a bit. Whereas periods where there aren't any spots, but at the moment, there do seem to be quite a few spots, and not as many first home buyers buying as what we've normally seen. Having done this for over 10 years, we help a lot of first home buyers, but there are certainly spots. And we're seeing the bank of mum and dad, the guarantor loans and the gifts, we're seeing a lot of that at the moment. So so different ways that we help first home buyers.
Yeah, that's great. And when they're coming to buying a home, there's such limited stock at the moment in the market. So things are selling really, really quickly. Do you have any advice or hints, tips on how that can help them get into the market?
Well, the number one tip, which over half of our clients do, is to use a buyer's advocate, which I've personally just done with the purchase of a property, even though I love doing it myself and I love the negotiation, but I see the value. So that'll be the number one tip. Use an expert, buy well, get it for a better price, but the most important thing is to actually buy. If you need the home, you need the home, or if you need the good investment property, you still need it. So you've got to take it off the market. If you're trying to compete against a buyer's advocate, it's pretty hard. So the client with a buyer's advocate is often the one who ends up with the property.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's it for this month, guys.
That's it.
If you've got any questions for us, please just send us a note.
Sorry to cut you off there, Ains. Good luck in the footy finals, whoever your team may be, and till next month.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.